Hi everyone, this is Kay and the Collective Soul Tarot. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining in with me. I'm so happy to have you here and happy to be here with you. We're going to do a general reading for the collective. And let's begin with the Intuitor Oracle, past, present, and near future energies. I'm going to ask or thank Archangel Michael and the Holy Spirit for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings of guidance, protection, and love. Please assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in the cards for the collective and to help me see clearly. Archangel Michael and Holy Spirit, what do our viewers for this collective reading need to know or want to know right now? Thank you. For today's date is Thursday, Wednesday, February the 7th, 2024. Wednesday, February 7th. Okay, we're going to cut and then we're going to begin with the past energy, Archangel Michael, if you will, please. We have, wow, Milky Way. That was over here. Not yesterday, it was over here. And it's networking, marketing, internet, fame, expand, spotlight, innumerable, social media, publicity, connecting, and exposure. That's the past. Okay? Very good. Present is fireworks. Wow. Passion, chemistry, lust, desire, kiss, celebrate, happiness, exhilaration, new year, excitement, explosive, hot sex. Okay. Near future, double rainbow, divine intervention, ascension, perfect timing. Wow. Serendipity, light codes, promises kept, duality, as above, so below. Ooh, I really like these cards. These cards are very, very, exciting. Positive. Yep. Okay, Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, please give us some information for the past energy of the Milky Way, card number 20. Please, thank you. Number 20, unexpected income. Interesting. And the storks. Wow. All right. Archangel Michael for present day energies, please. Fireworks, card number 30, if you will. Thank you. Yeah. Great fortune. Look at that. Unexpected income. Great fortune. Wow. This one wants to come out. Oh, courtship. Yay. Yay, a lot of courtship. Wow, this comes out for that. And then double rainbow as well, please. Something was learned. Yeah. Something was needed to be learned, and it was learned. As above, so below in the near future. The Rider, that's fast incoming news. Yeah. Wow. Amazing energy all the way across the board. There isn't one energy in here that is negative in any way. Let's talk tea leaf for the past, please, Archangel Michael. Scissors, disappointment in some affair. Wow. Okay, so you cut it out. Near future, please. Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. All right, near future. Cane, pay attention to your health. What the devil? Pay attention to your health. Light codes. Divine intervention. Okay. Now let's get some tarot. Archangel Michael, if you will, please. For the past. For these energies, Milky Way energy, unexpected income, storks, and the scissors. Cutting something out. we have the Eight of Coins, working hard, being rewarded for that hard work. And Judgment, being judged, judging something, making a decision about something, cutting someone out. Cutting out the excess or the no longer needed that's you've been there, done that with them. And it's kind of like, I've learned what I needed to learn from this person, being with this person, so it's time to move on. New beginnings. Present day, please, Archangel Michael, with the fireworks. We've got Three of Cups. And what else? Oh, the Nine of Cups. Okay. Yay. I don't have that combination before, but you know, I picked them from different parts of the deck, so it's not like they're one after another. We have for near future the Lovers. Wow. Okay. Look at this. We have pink and emerald type of gemstones, right? And love, pink is love, and emerald is healing, love. You know, love that's healing. Okay, what else? Queen of Coins. Wow. Okay, now let's set that aside and have a look-see. What do we know? Made a decision because some kind of wish fulfillment. It possibly has to do with wanting to commit to a woman, you know. See. So I would say this is either, well, it could be, let's see. It could be both ways, masculine or feminine, but with the Queen of Coins over here, that could be you, feminine, but it's very possible this is for a masculine collective again. I'm sorry, feminines, but you know, you can always be watching as a cross watcher with respect to whoever it is that you're interested in that causes you to come to these readings. Okay, to see what's up, right? So the Milky Way is like a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, you know, when you're networking, internet opens up the whole world to you. I mean, it's a lot. You're expanding, you become famous, that's a lot. The spotlight's on you, that's a lot. Innumerable is a lot. Social media is big time, yeah. Publicity is a lot. Being connected and having exposure, that's a lot. You're going from like single to a lot. Single to a lot, like single digit to big time digits kind of thing. It's because of your hard work that you're being rewarded with this from the divine. Okay, it's going to come to you in the 3D form. But you have been judged as somebody who's been doing the work needed in order for you to level up, to step up into the next phase of frequency. And it's all about frequency, right? Whatever we're putting out from our heart is the frequency of what it is that we're going to draw towards us. So if, let's just say you're not paying much attention to your heart and you really don't have a connection with your soul, you know, let's just face it, a lot of us, if not most of us, don't even, I mean, if I were to say, well, how much time do you spend communicating with your soul? Most people will go, you know, like, not at all, because we're so, the personality growing up, being conditioned by other personalities who are not connected to their souls, just like us, right? They're teaching us what they know. And therefore, they're teaching us to be connected to 3D. That's where everything happens. That's where you make it or break it, which is very true. But that's on your own will, by your own will. You put the other will in it, the big time will, the one that knows all, the soul, who is the God within each one of us, you put that on the job and you're going to make it. There is no breaking it. You might be breaking things away, like cutting them away because something's been disappointing, or it's no longer good for you, for your highest good. But that'd be about that. You'd be doing that because from the higher perspective of the soul that knows all the time, everywhere, you listen to that and you will do it because you know that that's the right thing for you to do. That's when you start listening to your heart's desire. When you start taking on the big guys, we call them guy, the God is always seen as a masculine, but God is not a masculine or a feminine. God is pure consciousness. But for belief's sakes of the mass population, we'll refer to him. But he put him in your back pocket, like to support and drive you and motivate you with all that knowingness. You can't fail. You only can succeed. So, choose, right? We choose. What do we choose? Well, if you don't know that you have another choice, that's what I'm here to help you understand that, if you care to want to know. If you don't care to want to know, you likely hear what I'm saying and go like that and be gone with you. You likely say, that woman doesn't know what the heck she's talking about. And that's fine. That's whatever works for you. That's what I'm all about. It's whatever works for you. If you want to come here and be happy, from what it is that you're learning about this other side of yourself that you may not have paid much attention to before, then, all the more power to you. But if it doesn't make sense to you and maybe you don't quite understand it and possibly even fear it, because some strange belief that God can be wrathful and that you're going to go to hell if you do bad things. And my belief is no, that's not true. God is only loving, and there is no such thing as hell, only that which is in our belief system. So if we've been conditioned to believe that there's a heaven and therefore there has to be a hell, in the dream itself, which is living in this universe, on this planet, in this and other universes and other dimensions, it's all part of the dream. The hologram, the holographic universe is the dream. Within the dream itself, there is very much a heaven and a hell, as long as you believe it. But if you don't choose to believe it, like me, because I choose to believe that we are not really here and that pure consciousness is all there is, which is, it's not like pure consciousness is outside of us, outside of this dream, but it's in a different form, like in the form of not quite pure consciousness, higher consciousness, yes, but not pure. So if you believe that there isn't a hell, because that's what you choose to believe, because you know that when you pass on, you're not, you believe that you're going to the highest and purest consciousness. I believe that once I drop this body, I'm done with all this dreaming, and that I will be actually back with the one, and I will become the one. I'll become one with one, right? But that's my whole belief system, okay? I don't force it upon anybody. I just tell you what it is I believe. And if you choose not to believe in a hell or a devil, that's your prerogative. You can do that, because I do it all the time. And my argument would be is that why would you want to ask for more negativity in your life if you don't have to? You already got enough negativity with that relationships are showing up for in your life that cause you, grief and pain and sadness and sorrow and depression and anxiety. Relationships is what causes this. It's not really the relationship, it's our belief systems, it's our conditioning. But if we've been conditioned with a whole lot of fears that are in our subconscious mind sitting there, and we're living our life by default from that, then you could actually change your mind. You could change your mind, meaning, because this is all mind, the dream is the mind, you can change your life experience by simply changing your mind about things, by healing some fears, by changing your mind about this particular opinion you have about someone or something going on. You might have a negative opinion about something. Then you can just say, I can let that go, because hey, I know that I don't have to believe in this. I can actually let it go. So when I let it go, you'll notice that things change for you. You start leveling up. Your world opens up and expands even further, because you've chosen to allow the abundance of wisdom to come in and bring in a new perspective, a new change of mind, a new beginning that allows you to cut away that which no longer serves you, because you're in a new perspective now. And you will be rewarded because of the hard work that you've done on making those changes in your mind. It's all about changing your mind and deciding that you are worthy of so much more than the limiting beliefs that you have been hanging on to up until this point. Okay? So you could apply that to yourself strictly, but you now, when you apply it to yourself, it actually changes, you know, the dynamics of your relationships moving forward. So if you have a dynamic with a relationship that you're in now or have been in the past, you're cutting it away because you're seeing that you've done everything that you can there. You've learned everything that you can possibly learn from that particular arrangement, the daily interaction with that person. You've learned what you could. Like, for example, you may see her or him behaving in ways that is reminiscent or very familiar to how you might have thought and behaved and believed when you first met them. But you're realizing over time, as you're watching this person not really changing much, but you're somehow evolving for some reason or another. It'd be because of the pain that you're experiencing that you keep going inward, even if for a second in one day, saying, you know, why does it have to be like this? Excuse me. Once you start asking why, then that is like you are opening the door. You're opening the door to the answer, to the solution. When you start asking why. Why in a way that's not like, you know, you want to project blame onto somebody. It's why in a sincere way that I really want to know. I don't understand why this is happening. I don't understand why I have to go through this. I don't understand why, if there is a God, why God's putting me through this, right? You can ask those questions, be sincere about it, and be open to hear, like by opening the door, be opening to receive the solution, the answer. And I might add that when you open the door to the divine and start taking your soul, like you're becoming aware that, yeah, you actually do have a soul in you that has been guiding you all along, but only to the extent that you're going to allow them. So if there's too many fears in you, then there's a whole lot of, like, you know, crevices and this going this direction for the soul. You know, imagine just a bunch of papers, newspapers piled up over top of this really, really bright light. Okay, you can't see the bright light. So, but the light does come up. Just like your fears will trickle up, your light will come up too, but it has so much work to go through all these beliefs and the conditioning from your past, these fears and attitudes and opinions. It's got so much in order for it to come out into your conscious mind, where it can say, you know what, I think I might like to do something nice for someone today. You know, that's kind of how the soul, every now and again, I heard one reader say, was it 800? You know, we're mostly in the beginning, before we really start paying attention to our soul. We are mostly in the state of mind where we will want to do a nice thing here or there, or whatever. But what about the other 800 things that we did before that wasn't so nice? That's because of the fears, the layers. Now, this is just conditioning. This is not your fault up to this point. But from this point on, once you learn something, that if it takes on some form, even if it's little or big, takes on some form of reality or truth to you, then it's now become your responsibility. It now becomes your responsibility to make sure you start peeling back the layers of newspapers or onion skins, right? To get to the core, to allow that shining light, which is your soul, to shine up into your conscious mind, and then of course out into your world as a result, spilling out of you into your world as a result. But you're allowing your soul, your bright light of your soul of all wisdom, of all knowing, of all love, unconditional love, to come into you and through you, because you've removed these fears, conditions, opinions, and attitudes about this, that, and anything else. When we have an attitude that is not positive, it's not a positive, life-affirming attitude about something or someone, you know that's coming from a fear now. You start understanding that, and once you start learning that, you can't go back. It's just kind of like the universal law. So with respect to the dream, it's all a dream, and when you come to realize that nothing really matters, like there's no such thing as physical matter, even though it very much feels like there is, once you come to that position in your belief system, an all-knowing of some kind, how you got there, slowly, right? Slowly ascending, slowly leveling up. You become more and more like, you know, you might have thought it was like hogwash in the beginning, but over time, as you're leveling up, it becomes a little bit more clearer, like you understand it a little better, and then a little better, and then a little better, to the point where you're saying, God darn it, there's nothing here to be worried about ever anymore. Because this is just a dream, like when we go to sleep. Do you worry about the dream you had? When you wake up. When you wake up, do you worry about the dream? I would say no, because it'll quickly, you know, you lose its energy on you, because you're getting on with your day. You get out of bed, do this, that, and everything else. You might remember bits of it or the whole thing, but it's kind of like, oh yeah, well that was 8 hours ago, or that was 16 hours ago. So like, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go to bed and have another dream now. You know, that kind of thing. So you let go of things. You accept and let go of things so much easier, because you're going like, I've been holding on to this all my life. This opinion, this attitude. It's kind of like, you blow it off your hand and you say, yeah, I just don't have it. I really don't feel like that anymore. I feel different, because you're changing, you're evolving, you're leveling up, you're ascending, you're changing your belief systems, and your perspective of the world changes, extremely changes as a result of that. So then you start seeing the world for what it is, which is just a dream that you wake up to, which is the ascension, right? You wake up to the leveling up. You wake up. By leveling up, you wake up. Enlightenment, right? And you're becoming more from just the ego type of consciousness, which is 3D level, to like the stillness consciousness, the pure consciousness. You're getting closer and closer to it. The more still you become, the more peaceful and calm you become, and your life reflects it with abundance as well. Abundance and prosperity, and a wonderful, beautiful, loyal love partner, if that's what you want. You know, you don't have to. And whatever it is that you want, you become that master manifester, because you realize that that's what this is for. It's just a playground for us to come and manifest. Manifest this, manifest that desire, this, that, and everything else. But become an actual deliberate manifester, as opposed to default. By default manifesting through negativity and attitudes and beliefs that are negative in respect to anything else that's not, right? It's just like whatever, like this tarot card said there, you know, we do a few things here, nice and new, throughout our lifetime, here, there, and everywhere else, or here, there, and whatever. But what about the other 800 things that we do? I chuckled. The other 800 things that are not positive and loving, you know, because we have such a mix of. It's more like when we're living from our mind, with our heart sitting here going, are you ever going to pay attention to me, Mr. Logic, Miss Logic, Miss I know it all, Miss Ego, Mr. Ego? Mr. I don't pay attention to my emotions, I'm not connected to my emotions, I'm not emotionally matured, you know, Mr., whatever it is. You're not paying attention to your soul, much less your heart, or your heart, I should say, much less your soul. But once you start having enough pain down here in the 3D negativity, the low vibration of 3D, 3 dimension, you start rising into 5th and 6th and 7th and 8th dimension and so forth. So now you're becoming a match to your resonating heart, which is all about the soul. That's when you become a master manifester. Why don't I mention 4th dimension? The reason why is because it's space. This is like 3rd dimension is like length times width times height, or length times width times dimension. You know, the 3 dimensions of how we measure things, how space is measured, or not space, but how the reality that we live in is measured. It goes by all these measurements, right? Math. But space is something else. Space is like the God. You know, it's like the God. It's everywhere. Space is everywhere. So it's kind of like God. Space is everywhere. And therefore it's the universe. Space is the universe because the universe is everywhere, and it holds all these planets and people and other beings and so forth and so on. So anyways, the point of matter is that you can take this on individually for yourself, like you are leveling up, okay? New beginning, getting some unexpected good things coming your way, okay? You are actually becoming a different minded person. You changed your mind, allowed you to cut somebody away on top of the fact that you know old beliefs, right? But so it's individually and because you changed yourself, you are now changing your environment as well by removing the people that they just don't suit your beliefs anymore. They don't. You're working hard on changing yourself, but others are not. You start feeling like you don't fit in too. But you have been, you know, you're making judgments here in the sense, these are good judgments. This is judgment. I'm deciding to remove that which no longer serves me anymore for my highest good, right? For leveling up, to keep leveling up. And I am going to continue working hard, because the harder I work, the more rewarded I get it from the universe. And let me tell you, the universe, of course, is like, it's that representation of God, from the divine. From the divine, you work hard to follow your heart and do what's right for you. You know, it's not about being selfish, okay? It's doing what's right for you so that you can keep growing, leveling up, right? You keep doing that, following your heart to do that, then the divine is going to be like chucking all sorts of abundance, your prosperity, your inheritance into your life on your path in front of you, so that you can grab it quickly and say, okay, I got this, that's what I needed right now, and so I'll go and take care of that now. And then when you come back out and you step on your path, you'll notice there's something else. It may not be like every day or in the same day, but it might be every day something else comes along, or once every 2 weeks or something like that. Just whenever it's the right divine timing, of course, and you really, really need it. It's going to show up in the divine time when you really, really need it. Because let's just say, if you didn't really need to have, let's say, $100,000 show up on your front step right now because you really weren't following your heart, it's not going to show up. But let's say you're following your heart and you're moving towards somebody like you are in the present day. Things are going to fall on your pathway. However, the caveat is it comes exactly when you need it, because if it comes too soon, you might spend it on something else. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily you're doing it just because you want to do it. You might do it thinking, because thinking is not the same as listening. You might be thinking that it was for this, but it wasn't for that. You were to use this money for something else. As long as you were listening, you would have known it, right? So we would have known it. I say you, and I mean all of us, including myself, okay? Including myself. So there's going to be some great fireworks happening presently. So something, if it's not happened yet, guys, this celebration, a reunion, because somebody finds somebody really, really just exactly what they need in life. It's a journey, either physical or mental. Remember, it says mental, right? Which is the mind, the universe. Okay, so if this is not happening yet for you, remember, for my past, present, and near future, it's always like the past is as far as 4 weeks back plus. Okay, so because the present day is 4 weeks ago up to today's date, and then 4 weeks ahead from today's date. Okay, so it's an 8-week window. You know, be fluid, you know, take it with a grain of salt, because it could happen. It could have already happened for you, and you're just saying, yeah, that happened to me. But it might not happen till tomorrow. It might not happen for 2 weeks. Or it might not happen for 4 weeks, some people. Okay, but yeah, there's going to be a reunion. There's going to be a courtship, and let's say there's Valentine's coming up, right? I don't know if Valentine's is a worldwide thing. I likely doubt that it is, but for many, when we call us, they call us first world countries, or I don't know, you know, more Americanized kind of countries, whatever. There's Valentine's Day to celebrate. And you might just find out that you have when you reconnect with somebody, because you have a great affinity for them, a great desire for them, a great knowing about them, a great feeling about them, you want to know more about them, you're going to find out that this person is reciprocating it. Okay, that's why there's fireworks, you know, bada bing, 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 bing. A journey to, you know, a journey through, you know, through your life following your heart, but a journey to the heart first, and then taking that on your carriage with you in that beautiful little box with that purple little handle knob on top. That's where your heart is in there. Okay, you know that your heart is for this one that you really don't know that well, but you want to get to know better. You want to know everything about them. And this is that reunion, that celebration where you'll go out together, and you will celebrate the fact that you've finally come together. And it's nothing but great times, you know, like especially right now. Now, nothing's going to be all rainbows and sunshine every day of your life together. However, because the two of you have grown, you know, ascended, leveling up, things are going to, like I said, you become more accepting and more allowing. You allow things that might be challenging to slip through your fingers a little. You know, you're not going to hold on to it so tight anymore like we do over here at 3D. So you are learning that there is a great knowing to be known, and it is like you have been carried across the 3D expansion into higher dimensions, but also carried across your own mind of evolution. You're being carried, and quite quickly, I might add, to an ascension, right? This is with perfect timing, of course. You're realizing everything had to happen when it needed to, and how it did. Like that's how you become allowing and accepting that everything happens for a reason. Everything happens exactly as it needed to happen, and everything happened as it needed. I don't know what I said, but you know, that's the general idea. Everything is exactly as it needs to be and need it to be. You just follow your heart. That's your only task, is to follow your heart. Really, it's your only task, because you follow your heart. You've got the divine so ingrained in your everyday life now that things can't help but come to you. That is exactly what you need when you need it, and it's going to help you expand even further. This inheritance that is given to us when we follow our heart, it's in the ethers, right? There's like the 10 of Pentacles is around us all the time. The energy is right there. We could poke it. That's how close it is to us at times. when we start feeling more, trustworthy and faithful about it, it's closer to us. And depending on how faithful and how trusting we are, and with divine timing, it's actually going to manifest and show itself in the physical in your life, like great fortune, right? But if it's even that close to you, I said this before, but you're just not quite ready for it, it'll move away from you. It's for something else to move in that is actually resonating with your heart, your frequency, your love, how you're following love, your heart's desires, right? You're all about love now. I mean, with that rational mind still there, balanced. You're so balanced, yin and yang, heart and mind. They're both talking to each other, informing each other, and actually living life quite well, holding hands with each other, heart and mind, whereas it wasn't before, right? You've raised up, and now you're listening to your heart. You're taking it more seriously, like that. The heart does have something to do with living my life and doing it well, and it does have a say, and I'm going to listen from now on. It's got a lot of wisdom. It's got lots of stuff, good stuff to tell me, because that's what this dream is about, is coming here and playing that little game of the only task you have is to remember who you are, which is by following your heart. Okay? Yeah, so you learned some really important stuff. It's elevated you. You're riding this, carousel really fast, though. This messenger here, this news cards, is fast. It's like fast moving news. Well, you have learned a lot very quickly in a very short period of time, and hallelujah to you, and congratulations, by the way, for doing the work that you're seeing yourself as worthy of doing that kind of work. There is a worthy heart in you that has a worthy soul. Like, there's no soul that's not worthy, okay? You're keeping promises to yourself, and you're going to be like the type of person that, as within, so without, as above, so below. So whatever grows above you is going to come down through you and become your reality in the earth, okay? Like that tree of life. But pay attention to your health. That health is the tree of life, okay? Your health is that spiritual health, and when you actually heal your spiritual you spiritually heal that which has caused you fear in your life, the subconscious mind, all those layers of newspapers over your soul. It's each one you heal, you actually heal a part of your body as well. Your physical health becomes better. It takes a while, and it takes you to keep doing the work on yourself, because it took a long time for it to get to where it's at right now in your health system. So it will take a while. So it just means work harder on spending more time in meditation and prayer with your God, in love, feeling that love in your heart chest, your heart chakra, feeling love for someone else if you need be, but you're choosing. This lady is somebody that you want to commit to, and you want to make her your wife. You want to commit to her and make her your queen of coins. Now, that not necessarily mean that it's a wife thing. It could be just committing to them long term, in the sense that eventually you'll be living together. If you're not going to right away, you'll be living together either as long-term partners or married couple. That's what this is saying. And good on you. So good to see. Let's just get a couple of messages from Island Time Wellness from our Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, and then we'll end the reading. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, what can you tell us about these three time slots, their energies? Thank you. The escape artist. Yeah, you're escaping. New beginning. Movements, improvements, and upgrades with the Storks card. A brand new beginning. Something's coming in new. You made a decision. You worked hard on yourself, and you're saying, I'm getting the heck out of Dodge before I change my mind. Which you won't, because once you make your mind up for the higher frequency of ascension and enlightenment, you can't go back. Invest. See if they're the one. See if they're the one. Spend time together. Make effort getting to know them. Emotional investment. That's what we were talking about here. You want to spend more time. You want to get to know them. You really want to get to know them more, if not everything about them. That's how you're feeling right now, because you're like in this 9 of Cups, like, holy cow, they just make me really excited when I think about them. Yeah, that's a perfect card for this. Yeah, fireworks, getting to know somebody, spending more time with them. And what's the double rainbow energy? Sweetheart, romance, infatuated, want you back, courting a gentleman. Okay. A surprise, treating you well and saying sorry. That bouquet of flowers, roses. That's perfect. Look at that. Fast incoming news about how they're sweet on you. They see you as a real sweetheart. A sweetheart is like the Queen of Cups, right? But you can also, she can also be the Queen of Cups. Maybe the Queen of Cups first and the Queen of Coins. I don't know. But both at the same time. And pardon me for my telephone ringing. I usually shut it off, but I didn't this time. Just the way it goes. But anyways, guys, I hope this was helpful for you. You've done really good work on yourself. Keep it up. Keep leveling up, and you'll receive awakenings from time to time. Like, they just don't go like clockwork or anything. It's just whenever you're ready for that next leap kind of thing. So take care of yourself. Bye for now.